So Mia, today we're going to do Walking Fingers, which is our third week of Walking Fingers. And we're going to do DooDeeDahDees for 1, 2, and 2, 3. And then we're going to do vibrato, okay? Which we're going to use the same rhythms that we do for your DooDeeDahDees for your vibrato, okay? Alright, so let's do our Walking Fingers. What are we supposed to be thinking about when we do Walking Fingers? What are the rules of our Walking Finger exercise?
Moving your elbow.
Which elbow? Your bow elbow or your violin elbow?
My violin elbow.
Violin elbow, okay. And what else?
Inside corner.
Inside corner is always good.
Moving this elbow.
Right, so you want to be on the right string level. That's good too. Alright, there's 2 things left. One has to do with this. We don't want to what? The neck.
Not squeeze the neck.
Yeah, so we don't want our thumb to turn funny colors, right? Okay, so nice, relaxed. And our shy guy's going to follow our elbow, right? So it's got this nice movement here, right? So we're not squeezing the neck. Yeah, that's right, like a swing. And then our last one is new finger to old finger. Or old finger to new finger, I'm sorry. So when you walk, you're going... So you always have a finger on the string, right? Because if you didn't have a foot on the ground, what would happen?
You would fall?
That's right. Okay, so we're always going to go from, think of them like feet, walking feet. Okay? Alright, so let's do it. Open G to 1 on G. We're going to go all the way through walking fingers. Okay? Here we go. So elbows over to G. Ready, go. Close half step, 3, 2. Elbows moving, 3, 4. Good, now we're going to do 1, 3. Ready, go. 1, 4. Ready, go. Very good job. Good job. Awesome. Hard work. Good job. Okay, so just make sure that you're keeping an eye on your elbow. Every time you change a string, it's like almost like you're changing a gear in the car. You know, you're going this way, this way, or on your bike. Perfect, on your bike. Yes, just like that. Okay, just a little bit at a time, right? So now we're going to set the metronome to what? To do DooDeeDahDees. What's the magic number for the metronome? Do you know the magic number for the metronome?
80?
80, that's right, okay? So we're going to do 1, 2, low 1, 2, right? And we're going to do very slowly, a little faster, and peanut butter jelly sandwich, okay? So 2 very slowly, 4 little fasters, and 2 peanut butter jelly sandwiches, right?
Yeah.
Okay? All right. And what string are we going to do this on? A? Okay. That looks like an A to me. Okay, so here's our... Okay. So very slowly. A little faster. now I just want to focus on just the low fasters. Okay? So the thing that is really hard about DooDeeDahDees is we're going to try to keep our second finger in the same spot. But we're just going to move one back like this, Mia. Can we do like a tennis game? You know how we did tennis games for Gavotte? How we had the twos?
Not Gavotte.
Yeah, on Gavotte, remember how we did this? The one and the twos? Okay. We had a tennis game with the bow on Allegretto. Then we had a tennis game with our fingers on Gavotte for this part. We practice going like this, back and forth, between 3 and 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to practice going back and forth between the nut and touching 2. Can you keep 2 down, and then I want you to go play a tennis game. So touch 2, so 1 and 2, and you're going to go back this, go like this. You're going to practice this. Okay, so you're going to keep 2 down the whole time. So find 2, low 2, good. And I want you to just do this very slowly, very slowly, very slowly, very slowly. And can you put your 1 down when you reach back? Can you put it down on your string? Because you don't have to reach back way back here. You just have to kind of reach back on your string. And you go, yeah, you want to shake it out? Okay, so shake it out, and then you're going to go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. But I want it on the string. Can you put it on the string? 1, 1, 1, 1. Can you try that? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Good. Alright, now what I want you to try to do is with the bow, we're going to do very slowly. A whole bunch of very slowly. Okay? Have you worked up to peanut butter jelly sandwich yet?
Yeah.
You have? Okay. So I'm seeing a lot of this. Okay? And I want to see 2 more as like an anchor, even though you're not going to put it down all the way. But I want you to think of it like hovering right above that spot ready to go down, because the 2 is always going to stay the same, right? Okay? So let's do very slowly. Ready? Very slowly. See, when you reach back, Mia, your second finger's following your hand. So that's why we have to practice our tennis game, okay? Because especially when you see your black with your fingers, the tennis game, okay? It'll help you because you're not used to reaching back, and that's why we have to prepare for 2 grenadiers, because we got to get our finger used to that before we start playing a piece with it, okay? So you got plenty of time because you're on 100 scores, okay? We're probably about to pass it today or a long go, okay? We have to do that later, all right? But let's just go over 1, 2 again. All right, so 1, 2, and I want you to really just focus on your second finger. Don't worry about low 1, okay? Just focus on keeping 2 in the same spot. Now watch 2. Keep it there. There you go. Good. So what I want you to do is I really want you to practice the tennis game. Okay? And I want it to be a focus on the second finger, not on the first.
Yep.
All right? Now, last week I gave you 2, 3 to work on. Have you worked on 2, 3? Low 2, high 2? Yeah? I want to see what happens with that. Can I see you do your low 2, 3, high 2, 3? I'm interested to see what happens. Can you touch 2? There you go. Okay, now with this one, can you try doing it without putting your first finger down? Can you try? Just do very slowly. Now this time when you do it, your 1's kind of way back here. I think it's not helping these other guys that are trying to do all the work. So can you just kind of keep your hands nice and curved and just... idea of the walking fingers too. Okay, so low 2. 2, 3 does. Perfect. Now that is great. Now all I want you to do is work on very slowlies. I want you to focus on very slowlies for a week. Okay, just cut out the peanut butter jelly sandwiches because that's going to work really well with our vibrato because we're not going to do peanut butter jelly sandwich with our vibrato for a while. Okay, and then in a week from now, if you really feel like very slowlies are awesome, then try a little faster.
Okay.
Okay, but and if you feel like the metronome is going faster than you want to be going, then it's not set in stone at 80, so you can always go lower. Okay? But the main idea I really want you focusing on is not keeping that 1 down on 2 3s, okay? Because it makes it a lot easier. I'm sorry, but you got to be able to do it without the 1. Okay? But then also this idea of just keeping the finger that's always replaying the same note in the same spot. So it's really just the 1 that's reaching back, and everything else in the hand is staying exactly the same. And you can always also do it instead of doing very slowly, so you could always do it like this. Just maybe practice using low 1 to low 2. So, and then singing it is always good too, just to know what you're listening for, because it's not like a tune that she's heard over and over again. It's just these weird little intervals. Okay? So those are some advice on DooDeeDahDees. Now we're going to get